Good day, everyone. It's Meredith Leon-McCormack for World Bride Magazine with yet another episode. I am bringing you one of the most legendary figures on the Broadway acting scene, entertainment scene, the one and only B. Braxton.
Yes. Good morning. Woo!
It
How
is
are
an,
you?
I'm wonderful. It's such an honor to have you in my space. We
Oh,
have a history together.
yes, we do. Oh my God.
I have to, I would be remiss if I didn't say thank you to the one and only Sandra Martin, who pulled
Oh
me in
my
on
God.
an Essence shoot to work with you. And they were doing this ageless, I call it this ageless beauty shoot. And
Is that
you
what
were,
you meant?
yes, that was the first time we met, was on a shoot
I
and
remember.
you were on Broadway. And I was
Yes.
in my past life doing nails and I was your manicurist. And
Oh my
I was
God.
just
Meredith.
so stunned on how beautiful you are or were. And I was like, oh my God, I've never seen a woman this beautiful. And we connected. You were on Broadway. I think I can't remember what it was that you were on Broadway. And I went to
Smoky
see
Joe's
you.
Cafe?
Yes! Hey,
Yes.
Joe's Cafe. Oh
Yes.
my God. And we went and we saw you and we were just floored.
Oh my
Floored.
God.
And I fell in love
Okay,
with
so
you ever
I'm
since.
getting chills. You know why? Yesterday was Smoky Joe's Cafe's anniversary. We opened in March 2nd, 2000, no, March 2nd, 1995. So that was yesterday was March 2nd. So yeah, just oh,
Yeah. Yeah.
whoa.
Yeah, that's when I first fell in love with you. That's when
Oh,
I was face to face with an actual Broadway royalty figure on that level. So I don't want to tell everybody everything, but I want you to talk too.
yes.
Why when did you know Broadway was your calling? What was this thing?
Well, what's so interesting, when I got the bug, as they call it,
Mhm.
I knew nothing about Broadway. So there's this little girl from the Bronx
Mhm.
going to the High School of Performing Arts. And I want to say in my sophomore year, we went to see, I want to say Raisin on Broadway.
Wow.
Yes. And that's when I realized, oh my God. And what's interesting is I went to the old building down on 46th Street, Performing Arts High School, the Fame building. And
Mm.
I literally was right in the middle of everything, in the middle of Broadway, and had no idea that Broadway was like two blocks away.
Wow.
The Great White Way was 2 blocks away. So
Wow.
once we saw that, I was like, oh, that's great. And I
Wow.
saw all the dances because it was a musical. And I was like, wow, that's great. And I didn't know until I think I graduated from PA that that was really something that was afforded to me. You know what I mean? And
Wow.
then I auditioned for my first Broadway show a year out of high school, and I got that, which was the black version of Guys and Dolls with Ken Page and Robert Guillaume and Ernestine Jackson. That was my first Broadway show.
You
And I
blew
went to an
my
open
mind.
call, like 200 people, and they were looking for two people, a male and a female, to swing the show, meaning to understudy the chorus. And there I was just there. I had no idea even what a swing was. And
Wow.
I just, yeah, that was it. That was it from then on. And I'm celebrating 50 years on Broadway. So my first Broadway show was 1976. So yeah,
Really?
yep, yep. I know. Ooh, oh Jesus.
You're literally ageless. You're
Oh, thank you.
timeless. You're
Thank
literally timeless.
Well, I woke up this morning. I said, I'm going to do a lash for Meredith today.
You look fantastic.
Thank you.
It's just so astounding to hear how one thing leads to another and how you are able to pursue it. Did you? did you like it wasn't a you wasn't a child, like I'm talking about like 6, 7 years old. What were you doing, what were you thinking of
I,
doing prior to then?
well, I started dancing at 4 years old.
Oh, but
Yeah.
even then you didn't know you wanted to do Broadway?
Nope. Had no idea what Broadway was. Mm-mm. I was going to Ruth Williams Dance Studio here in Harlem on 125th Street, and I was doing tap and ballet. I was in Catholic school, and it was time to graduate 8th grade to go to high school. And I just did not want to go to a Catholic high school. My mom wanted me to go to a Catholic high school and continue, with that.
Right.
But I had a guidance counselor who knew I danced the whole time I was in school.
Mhm.
I danced, and he said, "Have you ever heard of the High School of Performing Arts?" That was it.
That was the end of it. So
That
look
was
at
it.
that. Being
Yeah.
guided towards your dream one way or another. That was your
Yes.
calling.
Yes. And I didn't even tell my mom that I was auditioning for the school. I auditioned, I choreographed my little 3-minute piece
Oh,
and went down
wow.
there and auditioned. And she didn't know until the acceptance letter came in. And she
And
was
she
like,
was
"What
like,
is this?" Yeah. Yeah.
she didn't know her
And she,
daughter was that talented.
nope. Mm-mm. She said,
That,
as long as you keep your grades up, then okay, we'll continue this.
that's fantastic. Thank you,
Yeah,
Mom. I'm glad Mommy supported because you needed that.
absolutely. My whole family supported me. My aunt, my godmother, everybody supported
That's
me.
amazing.
Yeah.
So now fast forward,
Mhm.
how how did you make this transition? I know as an artist for me,
Mhm.
when I came from financial, my background was financial. I always wanted to be in the arts, in the magazine, the publishing world. And then
Mhm.
I went the other way, went into finance, secretarial arts and everything. And then I came into this world of magazine through by way of being a manicurist. So my door was that's how I was exposed to it. So
Right, right.
there's always a step that gets you into it doing what you
Mhm.
love. But
Mhm.
then as a manicurist, I had to turn around and make transitions because things don't always go the way we want to. Things cost, you have to make a living. And
Yeah.
I literally had to find ways to, subsidize my money. And so
Yeah.
I
Oh,
opened up a boutique and a
mm,
nail salon. I had a nail
mm,
polish salon. I did everything and but still trying to stay connected to what I ultimately wanted to do. And
absolutely.
that again is where I met you was the manicurist part where you were this legendary star that Sandra Martin said we were going to be working with. And I mean, I've worked with, I think was it the same shoot? It was probably one of those issues, Viola
Mhm.
Davis. I mean, I worked
Oh,
with Viola Davis and then, because I think it was the issue where it was black women on Broadway or something, but you was part of the
it was what's age got to do with it?
Yes. Oh
Uh-huh.
my God. It was
I
then, and then I
remember.
worked with Viola Davis. I worked with Felicia
Yes.
Rashad. I did
Oh,
Audrey McDonald, and I was like, oh, these fabulous women. And to
wow.
me,
Wow.
throughout life, I've had to make transition.
Yeah. Oh,
You,
yeah.
then again, we reconnected when you opened up and was connected again. You
Mhm.
opened up a beautiful, the most beautiful, till
Oh,
today, I've still never seen any men's grooming spa like BBraxton.
I know. I know.
One of the
And,
most
and you
iconic places in Harlem.
I know. And I tried to do it again at the space where the new hotel went up, the
Yeah.
Marriott on 25th. And I tried to do it, and we were like days away from signing a new lease for that brand new space.
Yeah.
And COVID hit and everything just shut down. But you know what? I'm grateful because had I signed that lease and COVID hit, I'd have been like
Stuck.
responsible for 10 grand a month with no income, no nothing.
Because nobody
Yeah.
could go out.
Nope.
Nobody could go out.
Especially, especially with something like barbering, you
This
know,
is very intimate.
very
Like I
intimate.
have to touch you. There's no way that I cannot touch you or be in your space.
Yeah.
So it exposed you to all of that, thus bringing us back to this whole health conversation. because you have learned to continue to evolve. You
Yes.
have continued to pivot and
Mhm.
do creative, amazing things. And again, we're connecting the age situation conversation that most people get really uncomfortable with. I've noticed
Absolutely.
that so much that people get really uncomfortable when they talk about age.
Mhm.
They, oh, don't say your age, don't say your grandmother. I've been told it all. Don't say your grandmother, you look young and whatever. I look healthy. I look
Yes,
good because I take care of myself. At least I try to,
absolutely.
you know.
Absolutely.
So for me, when I found out you had this amazing new venture, I was like, send it to me. Tell
Yes,
us
yes.
what brought Pause about. What is
Well,
Pause?
what is pause? So I've always been, like you said, I've always been very entrepreneurial. So even during doing Smoky Joe's Cafe, I had a nonprofit, and then again, that's when I opened BBraxton. So this was kind of natural. When I turned 50, uh everything shifted, kind of like theater shifted. You weren't
Mhm.
called in for a certain amount of things. And my agent literally said to me, well, Brenda, they're going younger now. And when he said that, I was like, oh my God, really? So I just kept thinking and thinking, and I continued to work. And then menopause hit, and nobody was really talking about it. Everybody was still like, don't we don't talk about menopause. We don't,
Right.
we don't do that. But then maybe about 5 years later, it started hitting the news waves and
Yeah.
online and stuff like that. And I was like, wow, this is awesome.
Mhm.
Said, well, maybe there should be something. All these products are coming out and different things to do to make
Mhm.
you feel better. I said, wouldn't it be great to have one place that women could go, privately? They wouldn't have to make it a big deal, where they can find products, they can find toys, they can find all kinds of information, all kinds of stuff.
Mhm.
And I said, oh, it's like a pause for, and I was like, oh, Pause. And then I wanted to keep the BBraxton name, of course. So I said, Pause by BBraxton. Yes, yes, yes. So it started out as a subscription box. I wanted it to be a subscription
Mhm.
box. And then I realized a lot of friends were like, I don't really want a subscription, but I love the boxes. So I said, okay, then we'll just make it a box. And every now and then I'll restock it with other great things that I
Mhm.
found, that women have gone, oh, I like that. You should really keep that. So I did that. And
Mm.
my menopause journey was not a journey of woe is me, and I got hot flashes, and I'm irritable, and I still felt very joyous and excited, and what's coming next, and still wanting to date, because at the time that we met, I was married. There's
Mhm.
your pause,
Mhm.
yeah. So I said, there has to be other women out there who feel like me, who feel like,
Right.
oh no, I feel joyous, I feel happy, I feel sexy, I feel,
Right.
So I said, well, that's how I am going to approach menopause. I'm going to approach it from the, oh no, I'm fierce. I'm still fierce. I'm still bomb chicka bomb bomb, and so that's what I've been
Oh,
doing.
wow. It's
Yes.
beautiful.
Oh,
It
good.
has a
Oh,
special note. It has a
yeah.
special note on the box, a
Yes.
special note, and
Yes.
a note. I
Yes.
love.
About the myths of menopause, because we grew up with
Absolutely.
a lot of
Bow,
myths.
bow, bow, this picture.
Yes, yes. So yeah. So I said, "Oh, that's awesome." And then I started thinking about B. Braxton's again, the space that was so comfortable and inviting. And I said, ultimately, what I want a pause lounge. So I want a space where women can come. I'll do my podcast from there. I have a
Wow.
friend who is She became a chef. She's doing Moulin Rouge right now on Broadway.
That's fantastic.
And she became a chef during COVID. And so we're kind of partnering. And what we're going to do is we're going to sit with different dishes and mocktails and cocktails while I interview women who are going through, yes, good stuff in there.
Very
Good,
good.
good. Yeah. So that's my ultimate goal, is to have a pause lounge where I can interview women and where they can buy products and they can sit and chit chat and we can hold court. And so that's ultimately what I want to do. So
It's
there's your box. And now what I'm doing, I'm
fantastic.
actually doing a box called the Serenity Box.
Oh,
And
what's
it's
that about?
for the evening. It's to because women don't realize too that they need to have a ritual. They need to have some kind of ritual that allows them. Sorry for if you can hear the sirens. I'm
No,
New
we're
York.
good. We're in New York, honey. We're fine.
I know. I know. So a ritual that women can have in the evening that helps you calm down, helps you relax. So my new Pause Serenity Box is full of stuff. It has a linen spray, a lavender linen spray. It has the calming cucumber mist. It has the magnesium is so important to women. Yes, there it is.
The linen spray.
Magnesium cream, and it has a self-heating eye mask. It's got a diffuser, a lavender diffuser. It's got tea. It has chocolate. It has all kinds of little things that you can, yeah, that you can create your own pause serenity ritual. And then I also have a little card of how you can just a suggestion of what your serenity evening should be. I know.
That names. That
Uh-huh.
name.
Uh-huh.
That
So
names.
yes. And then there's something else in there that you might want to open up, because everyone talks about they don't have a libido, they don't have a this, they don't want to have sex, they don't want to do it. But there's a whole
What
group
is
of
it? More play vibes.
yes. So you have that. And women can learn more about themselves in the privacy of their home.
Coconut
Uh-huh.
love oil?
Uh-huh. 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 Yes. Because we don't die when we go into menopause. We don't start
No, we
dying.
don't. Can I tell
Uh-uh.
you, I love the name.
Yeah, yes.
Ooh, more play vibes. I come first. Personal
Uh-huh.
vibrator.
Uh-huh. 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 Yes. So yes, you got
Woo-wee.
there,
This is for the
little
grown and sexy, honey. The
that's
grown
right.
and sexy.
That's right. Because life doesn't stop. That's my tagline. Life doesn't
Life
stop at
sure
the hot
doesn't
pad.
stop with your box.
Nope. Mm-mm.
Literally, it doesn't stop with your
Yeah.
box.
Yes. And
Your
it's all about comfort.
But let me tell you something that I find really beautiful about this is the fact that we all know we grew up with our grandmothers, mothers telling us that presentation is everything.
Mm.
This is
Uh,
everything.
thank you.
This is
Thank you.
everything. Um,
You.
so I love the way that you packaged everything discreetly,
Uh-huh.
well put together.
Thank
It makes
you.
a wonderful gift.
Yes.
And again, it's all the calming things that we need as women.
You deserve it at this
Yeah,
point.
just
Yeah.
calm down.
Hmm.
Where's your mental health? Where's your physical health? How do you feel about yourself?
Yeah.
And I think that it's really important that we have these discussions
Hmm.
and just talking about going through menopause because
Absolutely.
going through menopause can be very challenging.
Oh, yeah.
It doesn't mean that you're not beautiful, doesn't mean you're not attractive or desirable.
No.
And
Mm-mm.
it's always
It's
been
a shift.
Yeah,
It's a
it's just
shift.
a shift of our body, and it's nature, it's natural thing that's happening, but how we handle it is completely different, you know.
Abs-
So we as women needs to stop shaming other women about
Absolutely.
this stage of our life because we all, if we're
Are going to go
fortunate,
through it. That's
will go
right.
through it because there's so many people that have passed away and didn't get to this stage of their lives to even see half the things you and I have had the pleasure of
Absolutely.
literally seeing and going through and experiencing. Um, so please tell me, with this beautiful box that
Mhm,
continues to evolve, now,
mhm.
is there a membership, meaning, or is there like a group? I know you said that, people don't want subscription, but it's not really about getting products. That's not really what it's about.
It's about the community.
There you go. That's what I
About,
wanted to hear too.
and I just wanted to say something too. You had, I want to say a couple of months ago, maybe a year ago, you had a woman of a seasoned age
Hmm.
getting married, an
Oh,
older
yeah.
woman
Yeah.
getting married.
Yes.
So we've got to keep thinking about that too, that women are getting married at a seasoned age
Yeah.
now. And this is something that's important to them and their partner, their husband, or you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Because they're
absolutely.
going through it together.
Exactly. Exactly.
You know,
No,
they
and
end up
that's the
going through it
interesting
together.
part. No, that's
Yeah.
the interesting part. We have, in fact, we have another submission of a couple. And
Mm.
this is her second marriage. So
Uh-huh.
she's of a certain age and she's
Mhm.
getting married
Oh,
and she's feeling voluptuous and sensual
yeah.
and all of this stuff, but she's not 16. She's not
Yeah.
25. She's not
Yeah.
35. She's not
Yeah.
45, but
Yeah.
she is
Oh,
still
God bless
feeling
her.
herself,
Yeah.
and she wants to look the part. And then one of my favorite people, you might know her too, Jocelyn Taylor. She's one of
Things.
our contributing. She's one of our contributing editor life coaches. That's what she tells people. She doesn't say that she turned 60, she's sexty. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? She's feeling it. She's like, I work out, she does yoga, she does mind meditation, she does all of these things to get herself grounded, keep her
Mhm.
body healthy, and so on. So when I find amazing women like you, what is your secret? Self-care. And self-care is not
Self-care.
selfishness. It means
No.
I love myself so
Yeah,
much that I am willing to share it with you, but I
absolutely.
have to love myself first. It's like that thing with the mask. When they were on a
Put
plane,
yours on first.
first,
Yeah. Mhm.
and then
Yeah,
I can save you. And so if
absolutely.
women don't feel healthy and happy, kind of makes it challenging for them to be able to share it with their children, their loved one, or anyone else for that matter.
Absolutely. And the thing is, we also, because growing up as a dancer, when your body starts shifting and changing during menopause, I had a moment of whose body is this? What do I do with all of this other stuff that's coming along? Why can't my stomach be flat anymore? What is going on? Child, you know what I did? I threw a gold chain around it and said, this is what it is. Okay.
Yes.
And I still try to keep healthy. You know, I'm really, really trying to get back into exercising and stretching and things like that. But I feel like as long as you can eat what eat healthily and not become too overweight or obese where it becomes unhealthy,
Right.
then just live your life. Make that shift or make that pivot that you said earlier. Just pivot
Absolutely.
and what can I do to keep my vitality, to stay
Absolutely.
healthy? That's what it becomes. It becomes more of that than, oh, my butt is dropping. Oh, my stomach is too big. Oh,
Right. Right.
yeah, that's going to happen. But what happens up here for you? Because that's where it starts up here. There
Absolutely.
are
I
beautiful, figured women who are just
absolutely.
like, oh,
Absolutely.
yeah, you
Absolutely.
know?
And for me, I started it very young. I started
Mm,
my menopause when I was 35. And
Wow.
yeah, I was 35 years old. So I've never looked at it as an older person
Right.
thing or a disease that only older people get.
Right.
In fact, it was so funny. I would get my menstrual so bad when I was younger. I used to be hospitalized for it. So I couldn't wait till it was over. So I was waiting for the day it was over,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
so finally when it came and it was time that it was slowly happening. It was
Right.
slowly happening. And I went to my doctor and I found out it was because of stress, brought it on earlier.
Yes,
Yeah,
is.
stress is a killer,
Ooh,
literally a killer.
that's
And
one of my email addresses. Stress kills is one of
yes,
my email
yeah,
addresses. Yeah.
it's not something I take lightly. So if you're stressful and you're gonna add stress to my life, adios, amigos.
Mm-hmm.
See you
Absolutely.
later.
Absolutely.
And so if we don't find that peace, that inner peace, that, hey, that community that you're looking to build, I can't be of use to you or anyone else in there.
Absolutely.
And
Yes.
so I've learned to, and this is why this year, 2026, we
Mm-hmm.
made this beauty and health is the new luxury.
Absolutely.
What's going on in the world today
Ooh.
is overwhelming. So if we don't get it together internally,
Yeah.
mentally, spiritually, we're doomed
Yeah.
already. So I'm
Absolutely.
looking for things like what you have that's going to help me. How do I adjust to my new stage in life? How do
Absolutely.
I become more healthy and be okay with where I'm going, which I'm
Absolutely.
grateful for growing. So now, do you have events that people can attend, can join?
Oh,
Meet you.
we just had, yes, we just had our holiday event that was amazing. And I was supposed to do a pop up this weekend and it was canceled. The venue had some kinds of issue, but that would have been I was getting ready to start, posting about it, but that would have been a wonderful opportunity for people to come and meet me. What I'm doing now, though, is I'm not trying to, I am.
Mhm. Yep.
I am connecting with different organizations. Like I reached out to what is it called? Leading Women Defined.
I love
So I'm
it.
having conversations with them to have a pause lounge while they have the summit. I did a pause lounge, a mini pause lounge for redefining wellness back in March
Hmm.
last year, and I had a special pause lounge so that between workshops women could come hang out, relax, spritz, or have a
Right.
cocktail, a mocktail, or something like that. So now I'm trying to partner with organizations like that. I would also like to partner with hotels.
I
Hotels
think this would
have
be
a
perfect.
lounge. Absolutely, because it is a $6 billion industry right now. So yeah, so it's
And that's
time.
just now because people are talking about it. So can you imagine when people really start receiving and accepting where they are, there's going to be a
Exactly.
flood of businesses that are going to come in to service
And
women.
so I had gone through a certification to have pause boxes and pause travel cases in airports.
That's amazing.
So I was certified in LAX, JFK, LaGuardia, a lot of major airports to
Right.
have the pause travel case. And then the administration changed,
Oh, Lord.
because the certification was because I'm a minority, and to have, so now with all this DEI, they're making us recertify in all of these airports again, and
And you're going to be
concession.
just fine. We're claiming it.
I'm going through that again. And like you say, yes, I'm going to be just fine. But it made me start thinking about the pause lounge in a different way now. Because
Fantastic.
originally I was thinking of it as an airport lounge. But now I'm going to open it someplace in New York, like I did
Absolutely. In a
BBraxton,
hotel
in a hotel
where women
lounge. Or
come and do this, and it should be part of health and wellness.
absolutely.
Well, I
Yeah.
love this, and I want to thank you so much for this. Can you give us the website where people can find you or contact or Instagram, whatever your pages are?
Yes. My website is pausebyBbraxton.com. On Instagram, it's pause by BBraxton underscore. Make sure you add that underscore. And Facebook is also pause by BBraxton. So you can reach me there.
Thank you
Yeah.
so
Thank you
much.
so much. Thank you for this.
Honor. No, it's an
Yes.
honor. I want to talk to you after and
Okay.
talk about how we can literally put something together because mothers of the bride and
Everything's
brides
coming
of
out
the certain
too.
age need to come to hear about this. I would love to introduce them to this.
Oh, awesome. Because when you think about it, everything that's in the box is just for women's comfort.
Absolutely.
Yes, we are, we're putting it in the menopause space, but any woman could benefit from a pause box,
Absolutely. And
you know?
that's perfect. So
Yeah.
there we have it. Thank you.
Thank you,
My
Meredith.
pleasure.
Yes.
Guys, there you have it, the one and only B. Braxton. She is going to keep you healthy and in love with you yourself so you can share it with others. So please stay tuned and continue to follow us as we probably take a pause and meet up with B. Braxton and create our own lounge for
Yes.
self-love and self-care and everything healthy. Until the next time, ciao, Bella.
Stay fierce. Yes.